So I saw this video and I decided to react to it. My cat is literally blocking my screen right now. I don't know. I don't know how you just block. So yeah, no wonder it won 15 Oscars. So this is the Lord of the Ring movie.
And the Oscar goes to, it's a clean sweep. The Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings. For the Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings.
By the way, these are all the years they won. Let me go back a little bit.
Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings. For the Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings.
17 Oscars.
We had a hiccup in the casting process because another actor had been cast in the role of Aragorn. We came to a realization that we had cast the role a little too young.
Only days into shooting, Jackson fired his lead actor and was at a crossroads.
It caused us a lot of headaches because we were now shooting the film. We couldn't stop shooting it, and we only had a very limited number of days that we could shoot without Aragorn.
But soon he realized exactly who he wanted.
I got a phone call saying, you want to get on a plane tomorrow? We go to New Zealand. And I said, for what? And they said, the Lord of the Rings.
But landing Viggo Mortensen was far from a sure thing.
We had to persuade him, and we badly wanted him now in this movie. I mean, we were in a real bind.
I just said, well, can I think about it for a minute? He said, well, not very long. You have till this afternoon. Then I hung up the phone, and my son was there with me. He was 11 at the time. He says, what was that, Lord of the Rings? I said, yeah, they're making a movie out of it. And he knew this story. I didn't. And he goes, Dad, what are you playing? I go, well, it's this guy. He's in the woods with the small people. And
as Henry was about 11 or 12 years old, he was a huge fan of The Lord of the Rings and absolutely was beside himself when he thought that his dad could get to play Aragorn.
And he goes, that's the guy who becomes the king. I go, he does? He goes, yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that. I'm like, okay. And I'm glad I did.
Being the natural leader of this group of actors in the Fellowship came very easily to him.
I would have followed you, my captain, my king.
He's like an old-fashioned movie star in my eyes, very gentlemanly and very polite and, very concentrated in his art. Most times that you're with Viggo, something amazing is not too far behind.
There's big news from America's #1 nicotine pouch brand. Flavor.
My precious. My precious.
Casting Gollum was a bit tricky.
We swear to do whatever he wants.
That was a clip from the original screen test.
Gollum was really the first CG character that we were hoping to put on.
Wait, is that the real guy? Oh my god, everything is just that this one has his eye budged out. Nose is similar, mouth's almost similar.
Screen that had to believably act in a human fashion with other actors.
Computer-generated characters at the time were stiff and unconvincing. There was a lot riding on getting Gollum right.
We were basically meeting actors who could do good voice work. Because at that point we thought we were just looking for a voice actor.
It hurts us!
So listen for this
You get the character again.
Character Gollum does tend to belong to
It got the character very
a lot of different departments.
Never really.
In his voice, he was addicted to them. Something Gollum because of the way he sounds.
This was the guy in the Black Panther with the... This is the guy in the Black Panther. I did not know he played that character.
So I wanted something that was... who happened to walk into our kitchen while I was thinking about all of this stuff, and he coughed up a furball on the floor. So that's how the Gollum sound came.
He was almost cast from the second that we met him.
Serkis clearly had a brilliant interpretation of the character. Now it was up to the technology to capture it.
We wanted to take all that physicality and find a way to bring it to the digital character of Gollum, hence the idea of performance capture.
This is the kind of the motion capture phase of the Gollum journey. What I'm doing now is actually getting a chance to do the performance proper, presenting the other actors with stuff to play off. For now, this is where I get to really physicalize Gollum using the Gollum puppet, but by means of the sensors on here going through it into the computer. This is cutting edge stuff.
You don't have any friends.
Oh, he's good.
The legacy of the performance has transcended the film itself.
We need it. We want it.
But it's precious. But it's. I actually saw the Butters one. That was actually very funny. Family Guy actually did one. Yeah, it was funny. But the one that I like, the best of the best. Okay, wait. South Park one was funny. I'm not gonna lie about that with Butters. But the Roger Smith one from American Dad was more was more fun. It literally, cause Roger bit off the finger of Stan. It was just about a metal stuff. Is it a gold Olympic medal or something like that? And in the like, you need to watch that episode. It's actually funny. And Stan, I actually have it on my phone, I think. Oh, well, let me look for it because I uploaded it on one of my TikTok. Oh God. Let me see. I'm gonna find it actually. Oh my God, I hope I didn't. All right, let's see. It's gonna be on this place. And I know I uploaded it because it was, that episode was so funny. Let's see, where is it? Okay, yeah, I found it.
Made mistakes, just like we all do. But the good they did still inspired you to become who you are today. It's okay to have heroes. Just don't follow and worship them blindly.
You know, I suppose heroes are just normal people who...
Roger, what did you do that for? You already have the medal.
I don't know. They did it in the movie. I mean, if we're gonna go for it, let's go for it.
We're gonna go. And there was one that says, stop spraying it. Just say it. It was this one.
We have to push on if we're gonna make it to the IOC. Reagan wants me to return the medal, and that's what we're going to do.
But Roger...
If he survived, he'll meet us there. If he didn't, he'd still want us to make things right.
Shouldn't we spend at least 2 minutes looking for him?
Roger could see you already.
The Smith sisters takes the precious from us. Precious is ours.
Precious is ours.
Oh, what a beautiful ring this is. Wait, this turns people invisible? Who needs to be invisible in the middle of nowhere? Where were you when I farted at Danny's wedding?
So wait, the one that it says spraying it, say it's some spraying it. Wait, this was it,
Mister
right?
wants to take the precious from us. You mean the medal? He plans to destroy our precious. Okay, first of all, say it, don't spray. Second, I agree with you. Master kills Master and gets the precious back. Wow, look at you. You are brassy. We need them through it.
I think American Dad one was funny. If I was to rank it, I think American Dad, followed by South Park, then followed by Family Guy. That is the best. I don't know if any other animation stuff did the reference, but I actually like American Dad because it was funny. It's love.
The characters are great, but it's unfilmable, and it is unfilmable.
Adapting J.R.R. Tolkien's 1,000-plus page story was a massive undertaking.
Tolkien, he spent his entire life creating what he called the secondary world. You know, he created the languages, he created the thousands of years of history. Nobody today that writes a piece of fiction is ever going to come close to the sheer wealth of information and detail. Because all of that makes it fiendishly difficult to adapt into any sort of movie. If you would shoot the book page by page, scene by scene, it would just be a mess.
So Jackson would need some help. It was only 1 year after he co-wrote Heavenly Creatures with his wife Fran, which earned them an Oscar nom for Best Original Screenplay, so he turned to her.
The first thing that Fran and I did was to take the 3 books of The Lord of the Rings and break it down into 90-page treatments. It was our first pass at really cracking the code.
But they quickly realized that they needed help, someone who knew every detail of the book.
Philippa Boyens. She's one of those people that had read Lord of the Rings once every year since she was 16 years old and knew everything about Lord of the Rings.
And so she signed on to co-write.
The collaboration between the three of us came down to Fran and I working in closely together, locked in the hotel office, getting the work done. Fran then taking it to Peter and reshaping. We'd come to bits where we knew there was action involved, so we just go, they fight, and it turns into 20 minutes as a finished film. Because you just knew Peter was going to come along and do it brilliantly. And the reverse is true. Peter did that with the kissing. He just handed over to us and say, well, that's your department.
The real challenge of adapting over 1,000 pages was figuring out what to put in and what to cut.
There are lots of things in these films which are not in the book. And I think in most cases they're improvements. Because they are scenes that do have to be seen. And they add a lot to it. Other people are going to complain about the absence of Tom Bombadil. Sad, yes, but I mean, this could go on and on and on and on and on.
But at the end of the day, they did stay true to the story.
They tried a lot of different things, and sometimes going in a different direction from the book. Gradually, they find Tolkien knew what he was doing.
Every draft that we wrote, it became closer and closer to what was in the book.
The script was coming together. The film was backed by a large studio, but there's one problem.
Miramax was trying to say, well, we really feel like we want to do it in one film.
As a fan, and having watched and read all of The Lord of the Rings, this is borderline offensive to the source material. Luckily, Jackson felt the same way and wasn't willing to compromise. So Miramax walked.
We had one chance of continuing with the project. I said, we've got to convince somebody to make 2 Lord of the Rings films. We've got 4 weeks to do it.
So Jackson flew to Hollywood and pitched it to multiple studios with no luck.
Oh man, that's...
Eventually, he landed a meeting with the founder of New Line Cinema, Bob Shea.
Peter and Fran made the presentation, showed a lot of mock-ups, showed the tape.
Bob looked at Peter and said, now, Peter, why would anybody in their right mind make 2 movies?
Which shattered them both because they didn't quite know what he meant. He said, this is 3 films. Thank God for that decision.
This is a very complicated movie, 3 times all at once. Once New Line were on board, we had to take our 2 scripts written for Miramax and reorganize these into 3 different movies. And that really involved a total restructuring, page 1 rewrite, basically.
The script was literally being rewritten, I'm not exaggerating, every single day and week for the entire 15-month shoot. I would get pages faxed to me several times a week. We were constantly updating them, partially because of the interaction with the actors.
As an actor myself, I've had to leave home for weeks or even months to shoot. But shooting a film for almost a year and a half straight in New Zealand is hard to imagine. The cast and crew had a grueling schedule, and Jackson was trying to pull off the impossible.
We started shooting. We knew we'd get tired, we knew we'd get exhausted, that all sorts of pressures would descend on us.
New Zealand's landscape didn't make things easier, with certain locations being difficult to access, like Mount Narohoe, an active volcano used as Mount Doom, and Mount Cook, the country's highest peak. New Zealand's weather was also a factor, with the battle scene at the end of the Fellowship.
Oh my God, I just remembered right now. Oh my God. There was this guy. I just remembered she's from New Zealand. Oh, many years ago. God, oh my God. Oh shit. There was this girl that messaged me on Facebook. Wait, I don't even know how I met this girl. Oh, we're so young. Like, probably I was like 14 or something, or 15. Yeah, she's from New Zealand. I forgot. Jesus Christ. Oh, I need to remember that name.
Of the Ring being interrupted by heavy floods that destroyed the set. With multiple shoots taking place at once, Jackson monitored them via live satellite feeds, and with the constant pressure of script rewrites, he only got 4 hours of sleep a night.
When you're doing 3 films back to back, the danger of the train derailing was huge.
An unfortunate threat in filmmaking is money. Studios have strict budgets, and taking too long to get a shot means going over budget, or penalty.
This will have to be the last take, otherwise we go into meal penalty. And we're in penalty.
If you can't get the take right within the time you have, you compromise the quality of the film. So when Jackson said,
"Pressures would descend on us,"
yeah,
Pressure.
that's real. The Battle of Helm's Deep alone took.
That means you have to make sure to get everything correctly in one take, or maybe.
Took 120 days to shoot and had to be filmed mainly at night. Unlike modern CGI-heavy films, the films heavily relied on real locations, miniatures, thousands of extras for battle scenes, pushing many actors to their physical limits and even causing on-set injuries.
We knew we had to plan these movies.
They deserve more Oscar, because back in the days, right now, I'm not saying everything is easy right now, but it still requires some work. But you have to look at what they had to do, those guys had to do back then, 1995.
As detailed as we possibly could, because there'd be very little room for error.
On top of working like a maniac, Jackson also headed off these challenges by tackling them before they even happened.
When Peter started designing the film, he basically pre-visualized every shot.
Basically every frame we see in these films had already been storyboarded by Peter, and so we're able to work from visual reference.
Because of the preparation, Jackson was able to make changes on the fly.
He can then evaluate where scenes are running too long, even scenes that he may want to cut out entirely, all before he's wasting film, shooting actors and sets, and having a crew costing tens of thousands standing around.
So after 438 days of shooting, 2,400 crew members, 20,000 extras, 19,000 costumes, and 300 horses filmed across 150 different locations.
Oh my God, let me see if they break even. They probably made a lot of money too. But dang it, Jesus Christ, man. Correct. Let's see. How much in total has the Lord of the Ring made?
The financial performance of the Lord of the Rings franchise varies depending on whether
The Fellowship is 895 million. The Two Towers is 921 million. The Return of the Kings is 1.13 billion. Total about 2 billion, going to 3 billion, 2.95 billion. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that is a lot. Yeah, they may have them.
Locations, they finally had a movie. Well, no, actually, they had a lot of raw footage. In fact, it was 3 million feet of film. Then, after almost 3 million feet of film. Then, after almost 3,000 visual effects shots and 274 days of post-production. Now,
look at the computer they were using back then. Things were very tough.
They had a movie. Well, 3.
Lovely last job.
Thank you. Man, I'll never forget it. It's imprinted upon my memory for the rest of my life. Oh, sweetheart. It's been so amazing, Peter.
And to everyone involved in creating the trilogy,
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
I think I speak for all fans when I say, no, thank you.
That is beautiful. That is so beautiful.